Welcome back to Grtful Kind. My name is Brian, and I am so grateful that you are all here today. So, long time no see to a lot of you people that are here currently on the channel. Firstly, let me say hi. I'm sorry that I have been gone for so long without any sort of like check-in or update or anything like that. We'll get into that as the video goes on, but I do want to apologize because it was never my intention to leave you guys in the dark, to leave you hanging in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if you guys have noticed, at least the returning subs, returning friends, but I've moved a lot of times since from my first video leading up until now, and that was something that I really noticed yesterday. As I was kind of like looking through some of my older videos, just seeing like what kinds of things I posted and what the vibe was like. So it's been a wild last few months, and me being absent is absolutely justified, but I still feel as though I need to give you guys an apology, and I'm here to say that I love you. I'm still very much here for you, just as much as I was from day one, even more now, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm actually really excited to get back into making content for YouTube. I noticed that YouTube Shorts has become a thing while I've kind of been away, so we now have some more variety in content posting, and I can get videos up a lot easier. In general, I can get videos up a lot easier now, and that is something that is very different now than in the past. So, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay. I'm here for good. And I am super duper grateful that I am sitting here today able to record a brand new video, a new update video for you guys, just making up for a lot of lost time and kind of initiating a new beginning for us so that we can step into a lot of the things that we've done before, but also a lot of new things. So first things first, I do have some questions that I put down for myself to keep myself on track, because I do want this video to be as short and sweet as possible so we can really get into all of the other fun, all of the other love and light that this channel will provide, or continue to provide, I will say. But let's talk about the name. So as you guys can see, at least our returning friends and even some of the new friends, because I've noticed that I've had some growth in subscriptions over the last few weeks. Welcome to all of you new friends. I love you so much, and I'm really grateful that you're here. I don't know if you noticed, but the name on this channel used to be Intuitive Motion. And, Intuitive Motion was the name of my business. It was the name of this YouTube channel. It was the name of a lot of things. And it was, a name that was and is still very close to my heart. What had happened was, about maybe 2.5 years in, I just randomly decided to look up Intuitive Motion. This was because, I guess this wasn't random then, but I was planning on, LLCing my business, making it really official. And so I was looking around to make sure there wasn't, any other Intuitive Motions, just like making sure that I didn't have anyone that I would potentially have any conflict with or have to dispute anything with later on who had the same name. And I did this the first time too when I came up with the name, just to make sure it was, original and something that was very aligned to me. But I did look up the name, and it looked like some people had started some intuitive motions. I think it was like just intuitive motion yoga, intuitive motion, whatever. People had started their own businesses with that name. Kind of hard to see because it took me a while to come up with that name, and I'm really bad at coming up with names for things. So I saw that and I was like, dude, no, like, I had my business for like, 2+ years at that time. I was like, I really don't see me changing the name or anything different with the brand, with the channel, with anything. But upon talking with myself in solitude, my higher self, the universe, my spirit guides told me that there needed to be a shift, there needed to be a change. And earlier this year, I had gotten my Instagram hacked, and I'd started a new one, and I had named that one Grtful Kind. And it had just started on Instagram. But after a little bit of talking, and through a big decision, I decided that I was going to change Intuitive Motion to Grtful Kind. And to be honest, like thinking about it now, presently, and even with people in the physical that I've talked to about the changes, Grtful Kind does really align more to me than Intuitive Motion does. It makes so much more sense to have that name associated with me and with my brand and with all of my healing services and everything that I offer than Intuitive Motion. So while I had like a really close attachment to the name is really close to me in my heart. It didn't feel like the end all be all. It didn't feel like having that name across all my platforms was something that needed to be set in stone. So with that, and it kind of made sense because all of my social media pages kind of had different usernames. Like Grtful Kind was the one for Instagram, but like Twitter was like Brian Edwards something. YouTube was Intuitive Motion. Facebook was it was just kind of like all over the place. So at that time I was like, maybe I should just like switch all of my socials to something. To something cohesive. And that is when Grtful Kind, kind of really came to life. I don't think that I would have been able to change all of my socials to Intuitive Motion just based on the circumstances. So that was a huge sign to me, rather a huge confirmation that Grtful Kind was supposed to be in place and take the reins rather than Intuitive Motion. So while making that decision was really hard, I decided that I don't need to completely get rid of Intuitive Motion. I can somehow still keep that name within my heart and soul. And right now, Intuitive Motion is still my email, intuitivemotion444@gmail.com, which will be down below if you need to reach out to me. We'll keep it there, and maybe some other things will come up, maybe some other projects that I can dedicate specifically to that name, to the energy behind that name, because I did a lot with Intuitive Motion. But yeah, I think just having it as the email in tandem with everything now being Grtful Kind is absolutely okay for me, and it's still a beautiful way for me to keep Intuitive Motion very close to me because I still love that name, and I love the concept and the ideas behind that name, still very much present day, and I miss it, but it's not, the name is not going anywhere, and it is just a name. And I do truly love Grtful Kind and all that Grtful Kind is providing for me and for others now. So it's okay. But let's hop into these questions. Okay, so I kind of answered that already. What happened to Intuitive Motion? Someone had the name already, and I do eventually want to LLC my business. So I want a name where I don't have to later on battle someone for or compete with someone for. I want something that is very specific and special to me, and that is where Grtful Kind has formed. And that is what happened to Intuitive Motion. So I'm sorry to any of my current subscribers or the people that have been with me for the last couple of years who have really gotten attached to that name, and like I said, to the energy behind the name. But just know that, Grtful Kind can be an extension of Intuitive Motion, or Grtful Kind is like the child of Intuitive Motion. Grtful Kind is carrying on the legacy of Intuitive Motion, and deserves to shine just as much as Intuitive Motion did. So please, let's all welcome Grtful Kind with open arms, with an open heart, open eyes, open energy. Let's just welcome, this new beginning with love and with light and optimism, hope and positivity, because we are going to do a lot of fun and wonderful things with this business. And I'm very, very grateful to do so. That's another reason why I like Grtful Kind as my name better than Intuitive Motion, because Grtful Kind just, I'm always talking about what I'm grateful for. Gratitude is literally like the epitome of my life, my being, my experience. So yeah, it just makes so much more sense. And then I also just love the way that is spelled, like how I kind of took out the A and the E, and it's just, you can still read it as grateful, you still know what it means, but it's unique and it's different. I really love it. I love how everything is aligning in general, but especially within my business. And I love the direction that I'm moving in. We're moving in together. Let's move on to question number 2. Where have you been? I kind of already said that. Well, actually, no, I didn't. So let's get into that a little bit. Basically, I started this channel at a time where my intuition was really guiding me to start something new, to start offering heart-based services. I think the specific message was to literally start a heart-based business, and that is where Intuitive Motion Grtful Kind came to life. I don't think I really posted anything on my other pages. Maybe my Instagram had started posting things on there first, and then it kind of trickled over into a new YouTube channel. But yeah, once Intuitive Motion started on here, I do feel like that opened up like this whole new world of growth, of healing, of enlightenment, and of change. And ever since that day, like, I mean, in times before that, but ever since that moment, everything has shifted and changed for the better, and I'm so grateful for it all. During this time that I've been off of YouTube, it's given me a lot of time to work on myself, a lot of time to work on my honing my gifts and my talents and abilities, things that I've known of and that I've been, working with my entire life, and things that are completely new, that have been deep set inside of me, that have now risen to the surface because of the healing and spiritual journey that I've been on. That time that I've been off of here has allowed me to really discover more of who I am, more of my purpose for being here, and how I can truly help all of you guys in more extensive ways than I have up until this point. So, that kind of goes back to like that saying of everything happens for a reason. I try to tell myself that like on the daily, because everything really does happen for a purpose. And me not being able to post consistently on YouTube definitely needed to happen for me. I needed time offline. I needed time to myself. I needed more time to discover myself. I needed to grow more. I needed to settle more into me and into who I'm meant to be while I'm here. And honestly, even sitting here and talking to you guys about this is bringing more clarity into my life, because I didn't really actually like look at it that way or realize it that way like fully or as extensively as I am now. I always trusted the universe, and I always trusted that at the right time I'd be able to get back on here and continue posting. But I still, at the time of me trying to accept that knowing, I didn't really understand why. I was like, why was I pushed to start this channel only to, a year, 2 years in, have to stop and actually feel like physically I'm being held back or stagnated from this platform. It was really hard for me at certain points, especially just kind of checking my analytics on the daily and seeing that, you guys are still watching me and supporting me and subscribing and sharing and everything, and I'm just not here. Like, just the fact that you all were so present for me, but I wasn't able to be present for you, was making me so upset. But I needed to breathe. I needed to take some steps back. I needed to let go. I needed to surrender to the universe and allow them to show me why things are the way that they are. And sitting here today, I like feel like I finally like am able to see. I needed the time away. I needed the time away. And I'm realizing that that is going to help me create better content for you guys. That is going to help me be more present for you all. That is going to help me bring more love and light to the channel. Because I will have to say, you know, during the time that I was filming regular content for you guys, I was going through a lot. I mean, I even kind of said that at the beginning of the video when I said that throughout the life of this channel, I've moved. This is the fourth time or the fourth place that I've moved to since I started Grtful Kind, Intuitive Motion. I'll just kind of use them interchangeably. And that was not an easy thing for me. You know, there were some places that I was really settled in, that I was really grateful to be at, that I didn't want to leave just yet, like my last place, for example. But, you know, that wasn't what my higher self knew I needed and what I deserved. So I needed, like I said, to go through all of those moments, you know, maybe, and not maybe, I needed to go through those moments off camera. I needed to deal with things that were going on in my personal life and even things that I was dealing with other people. I needed to deal with all of that first and release a lot of that heavy energy so that that was not coming in and having a detrimental effect on the content I'm creating and I would have created if I tried to keep going while I was going through what I was going through. And I love that I'm able to say stuff like that because, you know, energy is so important to know about and to understand in a personal sense, but then also very much physically within the experience and how that has an effect on what you manifest in your life. And I'm thinking of it more as like if I had continued recording while I was going through some of the things I was going through, my ratings, y'all would have really picked up on that. Y'all would have really felt that. A lot of you wouldn't have been able to resonate with the messages because they would have been messages for me instead of messages for you. And I would have been blinded to that just because I would have been so focused on trying to get videos up and keep my channel alive. That ties back to like stuff that I was dealing with before this channel even started because I've been making YouTube videos I was just looking at an old video of mine, 10, 11, 12 years ago, I was making YouTube videos, believe it or not. So I've come a very, very long way in my relationship to YouTube, and I'm grateful that I was able to think about that in the midst of other lessons I was learning, and I pulled back, and I trusted that that was the right thing for me to do because you know, the video still would have resonated. You guys still would have gotten what you needed, but it just wouldn't have been at the level that I know I can be creating at. It wouldn't have been me fully tapping into my light and into my potential to be able to help myself first and foremost, but also to be able to help you guys in the best way possible. And to me, that is not an honest way of creating. And I'm only creating from a place of honesty and a place of authenticity. So if I'm not posting, you know, you can take that as I'm working on myself. I'm trying to figure out how I can create content that resonates most to my heart, happiness, and soul, and that resonates to that of you guys, and then some. I'm not here to create to make money. I would love, and I'm currently manifesting, you know, being able to make a living off of what I do on the day-to-day. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's not about anything material to me. I am grateful that I can sit here and be able to help you guys and help facilitate healing and clarity and guidance and power and encouragement and motivation and so many high vibrational energies. I'm grateful I can bring all of that to you guys through my own personal experiences. That's another reason why you might find me not posting for a while because I'm working on myself. I'm learning more about myself and about my experience. I'm only 25 years old, so I've got a lot to experience, a lot to learn, a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot to succeed in, and a lot to fail in. I just have a lot, you know, left destined for me within my life. And with that, I sometimes need to channel that energy into other places that's not into YouTube or into my other social media. I have to take a break and I have to go within. And then when I come back, I'll have very, very, very powerful and valuable lessons that I'll be able to share with you guys in order to help you with things that you might be going through that are similar to me, or just something that you need help on in general. And I'm grateful again that I can be able to say things like this, because a lot of content creators go through those periods of burnout or those periods of stagnation or of confusion and frustrations as to why they're moving in the direction that they're moving in, not realizing that all they need to do is go within themselves, go within, and figure out where the imbalances lie so that you can properly heal, you know? And I hope that that will continue to be the case for me and for you guys throughout the entirety of the journey of this channel, the growth of Grtful Kind as, a health and wellness business. I don't even like talking about it like a business, because the things that I share on all of my pages are things that I'm just going through, and the things that I talk with myself about, the things that I receive message-wise from Spirit, just the things that flow through my day-to-day. It's not really business-related. The only business aspect, I guess, is just networking, and then me, like I said, being able to make a living from what I do. But aside from that, all of it is just normal stuff that we do on the day-to-day. You can look at me as a coach, or as someone that can help advise you through certain things, to help you find healthier ways of living and of being, to help you align more to well-being and to things that are nourishing for the mind, body, spirit. But aside from all of that, I am still human. I'm not perfect. I'm not the smartest person ever. I don't know everything. I'm only doing my best, and I'm only going based on things that I've experienced in my own personal life. So, don't look at me as someone that's any different than you. We're all going through the same things. We're all dealing with the same, trials and tribulations in a way. We're all trying to overcome something. So at the end of the day, you can come to me for absolutely anything. But just know that, I am dealing with literally either the same or something related to what you're going through right now, and you're not alone. You don't have to look at me as someone who has their life together and is perfect and is so happy and nothing wrong is happening. It's actually quite the contrary. I'm just able to accept it, embrace my reality for what it is, and work with it to my benefit, instead of allowing it to hold me back, to dim my light, or to tell me that I'm not in the right place or doing the right things. And I hope that, with this video even, and every video I make moving forward, you're able to kind of see things that way and be at peace with where you're at in your life right now, because you are perfect just the way you are. You're doing the best that you possibly can, and that is all you can do. You can surrender everything else to the divine for transmutation and healing. Work on what's within your control, and I'll take my own advice. Work with what's within your control, and allow the universe to handle everything else, because that is where you guys work on a team. That's where me and my spirit guides work as a team. I allow them to work on things that I know I can't, necessarily focus on or fix in the present moment, while also setting the intention that things will get better and everything will always work out for me. And then I let that be, and I work on the things that I know that I can succeed in, the things that will make me the happiest, the things that will attract the healing, the clarity, the opportunities for growth and prosperity that I know I deserve at this point in time. And I really highly urge you all to do the same, and come to me, reach out to me, comment. I know I don't really respond to comments on here, but just know that, if you receive a heart from me, I am reading all of your comments, and I'm here to help. So send me an email. Send me a DM if you follow me on other social media. Send me a message here on YouTube. And I promise you, I will get back to you, you know, even if it's not right away, I will be there and I will make sure you have what it is that you need. The more people that we have on the channel, the harder it will be for me to do that for you all, but I will do my very, very best to show up for you in the same ways that I show up for myself. And that is the whole point of why Grtful Kind exists. Okay, let's move into the next question. What's next for Grtful Kind? This one's kind of a short and sweet answer. Everything that you've seen on this channel so far and then some. So I just started a new series right before I stopped posting for a little while. So you can see responses to journal prompts. We'll have little sit-down sessions where, you know, prompts that I've channeled for the collective that I posted on my other pages, we can all sit down and respond to. You can hear my responses, and then I can receive yours through the comments, or, you know, I do want to start live streaming soon so we can, like, you know, really, really talk and share, you know, personal things from our sessions together in order to help each other. But that, we've got our Learn Numbers with Me series. That series is not going anywhere. Like, that one is actually coming back very, very soon, and I'm super excited to present that to you guys. Channeled messages, affirmations, guided meditations are something that I'm working on right now that are going to come to the channel really soon. Music, you guys saw my last videos. I put out my debut single, Me, which the link to that, or my link tree, will be down below if you want to listen to that, or if you can just go a couple videos back and watch the visualizers and allow that to facilitate some healing and grounding into your life. More music coming. What else? Lots of stuff. Honestly, I don't even want to like name a bunch of specific things, because how Grtful Kind has been and how Grtful Kind will be moving forward is me posting intuitively what feels right to me. And that is where all of the videos from the past up until now have come into play, and where future videos will come in, where you will see new series and new challenges, new things coming up. Speaking of challenges, this month we're on our second to last day, but I will be doing it again soon. Grtful Kind launched a self-care campaign. And this month we have been every day challenged to do something that will invoke a sense of self-love and care for ourselves. So I'm looking at the calendar right behind the camera. We have family time was incorporated, channeling our own affirmations, spending time outdoors, picking up new hobbies, beginning new breathing techniques, checking in on your mental health, cleaning your home or your space, setting intentions. So many fun things we've done this month, and I plan on doing those again, and hopefully adding in more fun things like little giveaways and fun little incentives to keep us motivated in doing what's right for ourselves and showing up for ourselves. You can check the links down below. I'll always post my social media. I'll always post other places that you can check me out. And there you will find many, many, many healing services related to what I do on the channel, and then some. So if you're feeling the intuitive urge, click one of the links down below and go check out some of the challenges that we have done, all throughout the month of November. And if you want, go back to April, because I did Self-Love April. This was Self-Care November. April was Self-Love April, and I did something very, very similar. That was the first time. At the time, it was Intuitive Motion, but that was the first time Grtful Kind's ever done something like that before. So now that I've done this 2 times now, I definitely plan on doing this more. And I actually talked about it maybe like 2 times a year. We dedicate, a whole month to just, I keep burping, sorry guys. Dedicate the whole month to just being there for ourselves and doing what feels really, really good for our mind, body, spirits. Check that out, because there might be something from the past that you might really resonate with. Maybe even today's challenge. I'm posting this video the day after I'm filming it, so this will be out November 30th, the last day of the challenge. Maybe even the last day might be something that resonates to you. But if you do find any sort of love, light, or healing through any of these Grateful Kind platforms, please don't hesitate to follow. And even if you don't check me out like at all, you only see me once in a blue moon, if it is bringing healing into your life, I know that I'm fulfilling my purpose and doing my job, and I want to help you. So check me out if it feels right. Share Grateful Kind with anyone who you feel might need the healing, might need just that sense of love or that sense of a lift, of motivation, of inspiration, of encouragement, of self power. I will always be here for that, and you will always find me doing stuff like that and sharing things like that. So, yes, I have a question like that, like where to find me later on, but I guess I'm just saying it now. You can always check my description for the links to all of my social media pages, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, here, my music, everything. And yeah, I hope that, this will always be a place that you can come to be yourself and to be open and to share whatever is closest to your heart without feeling like you're going to be judged. This is a safe place, and this will always be a safe space for you guys. And I love that we can work together in that. This is a channel for positivity and positivity only. So if you notice, like maybe I'm offline for a little while, and you notice that there is some negative energy that this channel has around it or has within its energy field, I need you guys to be there for me and report those comments or report those channels, flag them. Let's try to keep this space as positive, as open, welcoming, and loving, and like I said, as safe as humanly possible, as spiritually possible, because I want what we talk about and the energy that you receive from this channel to be very high vibrational, and I want it to be, ascended beyond the physical realm. It won't always be like that because like I said, am a human and I go through things too, but when I'm posting, I hope that you'll always be feeling the love, and you'll always feel like you have a place here, because you do, and you're perfect just as you are. Alright, so let's move into the next question. What have you been working on? All these questions I've noticed kind of all go hand in hand. And we're already 30 minutes into the video, so this will kind of be where we wrap it up. I hope that everything that we've talked about kind of gave you a clear idea or a clear update on where I've been. And yeah, we can leave this here and just move forward. I was so excited about the fact that I could start recording again that I was like, oh, maybe I could film some affirmations, or maybe I could just sit down and do a reading. And you guys will see I've got a whole new setup for that too. But my spirit guides were like, press the brakes. You will have that time. That time can literally be tomorrow. I can start getting into filming content that I've been wanting to film for the channel. But for now, let's start with just giving your supporters, your community, the people that love you just as much as you love them, a little sense of clarity. Just so that you guys know, also at the end of the day, I'm not going anywhere. And while it's been a while since I've really posted anything, I'm really not going anywhere. And I don't plan to anytime soon. But let's go to question number 4. What have you been working on outside of the channel? So, I'll say again, basically everything you guys have seen on this channel, I work on outside, on my other pages. But some things that I do outside of Grtful Kind currently would be the guided meditations. I channel affirmations very, very regularly. So I've started doing that a little bit on here, but I really, really do that on my other channel, or on my other pages. What else do? I do readings, I do channel messages still. I channel music because I have settled more into my clairaudient abilities. So I've been creating a lot of original music, little short stuff for you guys, poems and poetry. I have always been writing poetry, but it was never something that I felt like I could incorporate into what I do now. But I found a way. So and you guys have already seen that too, because one of my last videos was a poem. I'm starting to write that again, in tandem with music. Movement is something that's really, really special and important to me, and I've been doing that a lot more for fun lately, but I am going to start incorporating that into my healing services and things that I offer. You guys might even see some therapeutic movement videos, or some movement videos that facilitate healing and grounding through this channel as well. But I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot. I've really, really, really been tapping into my creative side and pulling out every avenue and area of myself where I've created in the past, and putting it into who I am now. And with that, I've just been doing so many fun things that are aligned to my heart and happiness. And I will continue to be expanding and upgrading in that regard, and realizing more of what my potential is and more of what I can do. And with that, I will share it through all of my pages. So that's just a little bit of what I've been working on. I also am a spiritual phone advisor for a company now. So I give readings through the phone for those that are looking for healing. And that's something that I've been doing for a few months now, and I've discovered a lot more of what my gifts are through that job. So I'm super grateful to be doing that. And then I also, if you do follow me on social media, have been regularly collaborating with Davidson Holistic, which is I'll say Davidson Holistic, and now the Energy Exchange at Davidson Holistic, which is the largest gathering of energy healers in mid-Michigan. That has been an opportunity of a lifetime, just getting to go to the Holistic Center and do readings through there, and speak with people through there. And I've done a couple events with them now. I did my first psychic fair with them, which was a really beautiful turnout. And then just recently, I did a psychic gallery reading where I was able to help people connect to their lost loved ones. And that was so special and was such a gift in my life that I didn't even realize I needed. Because Pam, who is, the creator of Davidson Holistic, who's in charge of everything, so wonderful and is so special and amazing at what she does. She gave me this opportunity at the last minute. I think the event was posted for like a month before she had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do it. That is alignment at hand, and I'm so grateful for it, because like I said, went to that event, and it was something that I really did not know that I needed so deeply in my life. And not only that, but that was something new that I'd done. I'm used to doing readings without cards, but like that was literally no cards. We were all sitting in a group, and it was just, me allowing spirit to facilitate messages through, the people that came, their loved ones, just through me, through my channel, through my third eye, through my heart. And I was very, very nervous because, like I said, it was something I'd never done before, and I just wanted to make sure I was able to help in the best ways that I possibly could, and I really, really did. And I'm grateful that I showed up for myself, and I showed up for those that were there as well, the other healers and psychics, and then, the other people that came seeking the healing. I'm so grateful that I was able to be there for everyone. And I'm grateful for Davidson Holistic, because they have given me already so many opportunities for me to, stay aligned to my purpose, to fulfill my purpose in the ways that I need to. And like I was saying earlier, make a living from it. Receive a lot of what I'm giving out back to me. And, that wouldn't have come about if I hadn't moved to where I'm currently at now. And I was even scared of moving here where I'm currently placed because I had a lot of great things going for me at the last place that me and my roommates were at, and I was afraid of all of that going away and me kind of having to start from scratch. But it was really just me continuing to build upon the foundation that I had began to cultivate in the past, in much of a bigger way. Because I've already received so many beautiful opportunities just through the work that I've been doing where I'm at now. And I know that that energy is only going to amplify, and I'm only going to attract more opportunities and abundance for growth and success. The networking that I've been allowed in my life, sorry, that was like weird to say, but the networking that I've done in my life just after moving this time around has been very, very auspicious and abundant as well, and has brought a lot of new friends, a lot of new beautiful souls to the community of Grtful Kind. And I would not have realized that all of those gifts and miracles were coming for me if I had not listened to my intuition and taken that leap of faith and just trusted the process. Everything happens for a reason, truly, honestly, and I'm grateful for all of that because, everything that I've gone through, even just in 2022 alone, has really helped me to settle into my full potential. And there's only up from here. I'm only going to continue rising, and so will all of you that are here right now, in a way showing up for me, which is also you showing up for yourselves, because your actions and what you receive because of those actions, are a direct reflection of who you are and how you're growing, how you're changing within yourself. So I want to say good job to me. I'm proud of me. I love me. Kudos to you. I'm proud of you. I love you. You're doing wonderful, wonderful things for yourself, and you are urged to continue to do so in the same ways that I am. Last question. How can we keep up with you outside of your videos? All you have to do, beautiful souls, is click any one of the links in my description. My descriptions are probably one of the most important aspects of the content I create. There are extra messages of love within my description. It holds the links to all of my other pages. It has my email. If you need anything, you probably can just look down in my description, and that clarity will probably be there. And that's pretty much it. Just check my description. Please follow me on any of my other social media pages. It does not have to be all of them. It could quite literally be just your favorite social media platform. And you'll see me posting daily over there, tons of free healing services offered. And to me, that is an easier way for you to connect with me if you are looking for a personal healing service rather than trying to get in contact with me through here, which is a little more difficult because YouTube has changed so much over the years. Now, what I am working on is getting to 500 subscribers, because what that will do for me is open up my community tab, where I will actually be able to talk with you guys, and we can poll things for new videos. I can share pictures and quotes and things that I share on my other platforms. Opening that community tab will be a game changer for us. So we're on the road. We're already at like 260. We're over halfway to the goal. I really am so grateful for all of the love that I've received and what direction we're moving in. But if you would like to connect with me in more of an extensive way than you receive through this YouTube channel, just hit the links down in my description below. Check my link tree. That way you'll be able to access me in so many ways that you won't be able to through YouTube. And with that, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions for me, please leave them down in the description below, and in future videos I will try to answer those for you, or through our community tab, because we'll be at 500 subs before we know it. I will be able to connect with you that way and answer your questions that way if you have anything more for me. But other than that, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for sitting here and just hanging out. I'm going to take a sip of my tea really quick. Thank you for hanging out and just relaxing with me. Thank you for listening to me and being open to what I have to say, because I know that it's been probably a little frustrating, that I have not been here and been present for you guys. But yeah, I love you all so, so much, and I am so excited for what's to come for Grtful Kind. If you guys have any suggestions for videos as well, you can leave that down in the comment section below too, because I will be reading them all and hearting them all. And with that, I will see you guys again very soon for another video. Peace and love to you all, and yeah, we'll talk again really soon. Bye.